Hi everyone, we are here kicking off Wednesday strength training, which is going to be biceps, triceps, and abs. So we're going to start off with cable skull crushers. You're going to need a bench, and you're going to also need, it could be a straight barbell, a curved barbell, that's fine. And then just like I briefed on last week, if I'm a shorter athlete, I might have to elevate this. So if this has a slight incline to it, it's fine. Or if I'm using the flat bench, I can stack this on like a smaller box, a step up, or some plates, okay? So notice I do have the barbell that I'm using, or the attachment that I'm using, I have it propped up there the best I can. Because if not, it's gonna be too difficult for me to reach down to the bottom, because I'm gonna be having some challenging weight on here. So I have it propped up there. My head is supported on the bench. Okay, my feet can be on the floor or up here, especially if I have trouble keeping my core tight. I keep my feet up here for today. I'm going to make sure my shoulders are pushed down, right? I'm using my lower traps. There we go. I'm going to reach for that. I know where I need to grab. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this just right to the top of the forehead. I'm focusing on making sure that from my shoulder to my elbow is not moving. Just my elbow to my forearm or my elbow to my wrist is moving. All right, I know that I'm doing a good job if I'm bringing it to the top of my forehead every time versus like down here, then the cables hit me, it's on my nose, or I'm clanking every time up through here. Okay, if I'm looking straight ahead, I can see in my peripheral vision what my elbows are doing and if they're all over the place, okay? This is gonna be 5 sets of 8 reps. If I can't find this on the way down, that's fine. I can drop it from there, no problem. All right, I'm going to be supersetting with my cable skull crushers with reverse grip bicep curls. So I do want like an easy bar for this one because that's where my thumbs are going to go. All right, it'll let my wrist turn a little bit more supinated rather than face down for this one. Lighter the better. You're not going to be able to go as heavy, and it pulls on the wrist a lot more, and you're going to feel it more in your forearms versus like your biceps if you are palms up, but it's still working both. All right, so I've got a good grip. My shoulders are back and down, core's nice and tight. I'm going to make sure that I am hugging my body with my elbows. So what that means is I'm not pulling my elbows forward. I'm not pulling them back, because if I do, then I roll forward. I'm going to lock that feeling in, hug my body with my elbows, and that will help me keep my arms steady. Or I want to think about if I had a seam down the middle of my shirt, that's where I'm keeping my shoulder to my elbow lined up, and it's not deviating from that position. This is going to be 5 sets of 10 reps. I want to go a little bit lighter than what 8 reps would demand on this one. Okay, to end our trio, we're going to be doing some core work as mentioned before. So I'm going to grab a dumbbell or a kettlebell. How heavy? Wherever I can control the following movement. So it's going to be farmer's march. The goal is to have your legs get parallel to the floor every time without me like swinging like this left to right, all right, or scrunching like this. All right, I'm going to think I'm the tallest person in the room. I'm nice and stable through my core and my upper back. And I'm going to stay as still as possible as I march up and down. So I'm going to go 20 total with one arm, and then 20 total with the other arm. Again, staying as steady as I can, knee-highing. When I knee-high, I'm not tucking my butt underneath me or bringing my chest down. Like I said, as tall as I can, bottom leg is straightened out every time, pulling that knee up. All right, our next trio of exercises, I'm going to start with single arm tricep push down with cables, okay? So I'm going to grab a single arm handle, just like I talked about with the curls. My shoulders are down and back. I want to keep my body hugged with my elbow, right? So if there's a seam in my shirt, I want to make sure my arm stays lined up with that seam. I don't want to get in this position either. If I'm doing this, it's probably too heavy and I can't control and keep that back through here. Or if I'm rolling that forward at the bottom or letting my elbow deviate, from here, right? It's clanking every time. Then I need to focus on, like I said, going lighter, using my lower traps to stabilize that. And I'm just going to come over a little bit to the other side, get that arm lined up. Same thing. And I'm going a little bit past, you know, like a 90-degree angle, a V, if you would. I still have tension. I haven't like come all the way up to here and relaxed. I still have tension on my cable. This is going to be 5 sets, 8 reps. All right, the movement you will be supersetting with your single arm cable push downs is banded barbell curl, okay? Obviously, the smaller the band, the thinner the band, the lighter it's going to be, heavier the band, right, and so on. Or I can double band it with some light ones if I need to find something in between. I grabbed a 15-pound trainer bar, all right, so that could be a good start for some of you, or there's some other shorter bars, like easy curve bars behind me over there, okay? So I'm going to band this right in the middle. I'm just going to grip for today where my arms hang outside my legs, okay? So wherever they would hang naturally. Again, I can make it heavier by being back here. I can make it lighter by being up here a little bit more as well, okay? Or again, if I'm a shorter athlete, right, and when I come down, there's not a lot of resistance, I might need to step on some plates or bots to make that a little bit more challenging. So those are some options as well. Just like we've talked about all day today with our shoulder positions, back and down, I'm not letting my elbows deviate from the same spot. Focusing on hugging my body with my elbows, making sure that this isn't rolling forward or backwards in through here, like I said, as we talked about all day. So this is going to also be 4 sets of 8 reps. All right, last movements for biceps, triceps, and core today. You're going to be doing L hang holds. You're going to go 6 sets of 20 seconds. You don't have to go 20 seconds unbroken. You can break that up where you need to because we want quality, right? So we're going to go in neutral grip today. All right, focusing on keeping your legs up, and I'm going to concentrate on pulling them up the entire time, making sure I'm not in my neck, right? I'm using my lower traps to pull that down. If I need to modify, I can go one leg up, okay? Or I can have a knee bend, right? I can alternate between this and this. So those are different ways to scale it. Some version of an L, whether it's both legs or single leg, okay? Again, 6 sets of 20 seconds.